late night snack. What is he up to now? Well, I just happened to have bought Mission soft tortillas. They happen to make the best tortilla chips, by the way. But unfortunately, Sproul Mart doesn't carry them. Why they carry the tortillas without carrying the snack chips, I don't know. But that's Sproul Mart for you. And we got Tyson ready to go chicken. This is the best one because it's got the biggest chunks of chicken in it with the least amount of fat. And it's the cheapest one per ounce. Then we got Walmart's own bacon bits, real bacon. And then my favorite, Kraft Italian 5 cheese blend. And it just happens to be Italian. It doesn't really matter what cheese you use. You could probably use cheddar, I don't know. But anyway, I got one in there already. I'm going to start this off with, don't get fussy at all. But basically we're making bacon and chicken, or chicken and bacon quesadillas, pretty much. I'm getting this shit all over the place, right? It's not going where I want it to go, but when does anything go where you want it to go? Okay. This bacon bits, because it's going to add a little bit of needed saltiness. You need a little bit of salt in here to give it a little kick. Not too much. That's actually, it is a little bit too much. It's not spread nicely, but there's not a lot you can do about that. And the cheese is all over the damn place. Okay. I'm going to have some cleanup to do because I got, I'm working a camera with one hand and making a video with the other. Here's the chicken. And let's see here what we got. I should really do this with a fork, but ordinarily I would. You don't want too much either because it's going to be lumpy. I think that's actually enough, except for one spot. Right. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. I think that'll do it. Pretty much. And the next thing, you got to cover that with cheese. Otherwise, it's just going to, it's not going to come out right. You're going to top and bottom. You're going to have freaking cheese in place. Okay, now let's get all this stuff moved out of the way. Last but not least, let's get this picked up here. Okay. Okay, now, another piece from the top. These are not exactly, they're fattening. I mean, these damn things are like 100 calories a piece, which is ridiculous. But anyway. Oh, shit, I forgot. Okay, I have, see, here's the thing, but you gotta be really careful, otherwise it'll make a mess. I have, if I can reach it, Italian sauce. And I like the Hunt's, either for cheese or basil. tomato sauce, but you can only use very, very, very little of this because it'll turn the cheese into soup. Very, very, very little of this. Okay, that's about it. That's about all the sauce you can put on it. Like I said, otherwise it's going to be a mess. And the cheese is not inside. Screw it. Hell with it. Okay. Put that on top of there. Now, I'm just going to hit 3 minutes. Bang. For 30 seconds. And by the way, that plate that's spinning around in there, that becomes my dinner plate. Yeah, I'm going to pull that sucker apart, or out rather, and eat right off of it. It's just freaking easier. It's got to be washed anyway. Screw it. Might as well eat off of it. That's 30 seconds. So, okay. Smush. Okay. Smush, smush in the bush. Smush, smush in the bush. Okay, so that's another 30 seconds. All right, now it's hot. Jeez, okay. Okay, what do you do now? Flip it. Otherwise, all the moisture is going to get stuck underneath, and you don't want that. You don't want any moisture accumulation. So I flipped it. Another 30 seconds. And it's basically done. So the total cook time on this is basically 1.5 minutes. The biggest work to be done is the prepping to put all the crap in there. Well, you know, all that stuff, the chicken, the cheese, the bacon, the sauce, you know, you could pre-mix that in a can. Just spoon it on and do it. Instead of doing everything single like this, you can make a pre-mix of this in a container and then use that instead. If it's something that you like on a regular basis. Okay, so we're coming up on another 30 seconds here. That's basically done. The other thing you might notice too, as you go, okay, I'm going to shut this off. This starts to the air pockets start to bubble up and it starts to expand. So that's when you really want to stop, and then just give it one last tamp down. And now this is so damn hot, you have to let this sit. You have to let this sit for like 2 or 3 minutes before you can touch it. Otherwise, you're just going to burn yourself to death. But anyway, that's it, basically. Is it? Okay, you gotta turn it over. You gotta let the moisture escape. The underside traps all the moisture, and it's like a wet sponge. You don't want that. See all the steam coming off? You let that steam come off. Don't bite into this thing until it's calmed down a bit. It's basically when you use a microwave, whatever it is still cooking a couple of minutes after you take it out anyway. I'm gonna wait for the molecules to slow down and go back to sleep. But chicken, bacon, cheese, and just a touch of the tomato sauce. You could put the tomato sauce on the side. Okay, this has a little rib in it here. You could literally pour the tomato sauce around here. Then when you pick this up and eat it, you can dip it in the sauce. You do it that way instead if you want to, instead of putting the sauce inside. All right, so we're coming up on our first taste test here. And let's see how we do. Let's see what we got. It's still blazing hot. Yeah, it's really got to take some time to cool down before you can really bite into this without killing yourself. This video would be a lot shorter if I didn't edit it, but editing, that's another 5 or 6 hours. Screw that. Screw it. Just jump ahead. It's okay. This is dry now. One more flip and this side will be dry. You can tell by touching it when it starts to feel like toasted bread again, then you know that it stopped cooking. But anything you microwave continues on a couple of minutes after you pull it out. A swig of coffee here. Decaf, it's late. It's still a little warm, but what is this, bacon? Yeah, bacon. Yep. How the hell it got on the outside? I don't know, it must have got on the plate underneath. More bacon over here. Okay, up to 12 minutes. Yeah, now it's crusty. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to get cooled down right now. Let's take a taste out of this. Not bad at all. I didn't hit the tomato sauce. There's no tomato sauce right there, so I don't know. It's towards the middle, but it tastes like you would imagine it to taste. Like a chicken and bacon with cheese sandwich, pretty much. That's actually what it is. Later.